Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I'm going to go another direction. I'm going to talk a little politics. I'm going to go Quest X today. If you want to learn about politics, Quest X does a great job of talking politics. He knows about it a little more than I do. I'll pay attention to it, but I'm not like into it, if you catch my drift. I put out the stories that I need to put out. But let me talk about what's going on in California. Now, current Governor Gavin Newsom, a guy that a lot of people had high hopes for when he first came about, former mayor of San Francisco, went on to become lieutenant governor, and then now he's the current governor of California. Basically, he's having everything not go his way. He's received multiple death threats to him and his family. Also, his approval rating is at an all-time low. And basically, he is 300,000 signatures away from being recalled. And most of y'all know what recalled is. Basically, if they feel that you are doing such a horrible job as a governing official, they could call for a election to kick you out of office, which I think they should have did that with who and a couple of presidents. But nevertheless, he just they want him out. They want him gone because they feel like he has just mismanaged this whole pandemic thing by shutting down California not once, not twice, but at least 3 times. And you're gonna always have your supporters where people gonna say you did an excellent job and what was he supposed to do. At the end of the day, when he saw that the numbers were still pretty much going up or the numbers was the same, he just should have said, you know what, I'm just gonna let the chips fall where they may, and I'm gonna open up California. Once people saw what was going on in Texas and in Georgia and Florida and Ohio, like, okay, well, they open, so why can't California be open? I just think the people that was advising him just didn't know what they was doing. And that's just real. Oh yeah, not to mention he has lawsuits against him, and from what the reports are saying, there's going to be more lawsuits coming because basically he won't allow these businesses to open, and he's really hurt the independent mom and pop businesses versus the corporations. Walmart has been fine, Lowe's have been fine, Home Depot has been fine, Best Buy has been fine. And due to the fact that people were saying, well, you really have no scientific proof that indoor and outdoor dining was causing spikes. And then what made people really get pissed off, it was like, okay, well, you left the malls open. You told the malls they could stay open, but you don't want the gyms to be open. And to be honest with you, they really don't have no scientific proof whatsoever. Because these doctors are just all over the place. But I think the third shutdown that Gavin Newsom did, I think at the end of October going into November, talked about the holiday season and all that stuff, I think that was just pretty much it. So if they get a certain amount of signatures, and it looked like they're going to get them, it looked like that they're going to achieve that goal and getting 1.5 million signatures to have a recall election, then Gavin Newsom could be voted out of office. And I'm gonna tell you right now, once you get recalled, pretty much your career in politics is pretty much over. That's just the honest to God truth. I think the best thing for Gavin Newsom to do is get off his high horse and just open back up California, period. Because one, he sat up there and said, well, I'm going to let, the local officials handle this. So basically, it came across as he was trying to escape and dodge responsibility for whatever happens by saying, oh, well, I'm going to just let the local officials operate to their own accord. And I think that was a big mistake. In situations like this, you just can't do that. You can't do it. And now people were like, okay, they think he a coward. They just don't, they think he a coward. They don't respect him. So it's just like, okay, he need to go. He need to go. And that's pretty much what's happening with him. I think they could have came up with, I think that they could have came up with some kind of solution to where it wouldn't have got to the point to where it is now. This is California. California relies in certain areas on tourism, people passing through, and people visiting certain cities and stuff and spending a little money as they passing through. And due to the fact that he took that away, everybody don't want to do curbside pickup. Everybody don't want to be able to just go inside the restaurant, get their shit, and then just bounce. And like I said, he's done a terrible job. He's done a piss poor job. He shouldn't have put it in the hands of the local and county politicians. And people are getting irritated with them. It's like, hey, let the gyms open back up. Let the movie theater open back up. And people like with Gavin Newsom, hey man, take control of this situation. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have more people supporting you opening shit back up versus the people that's against you. When people making money, when people got money in their pockets, money in their bank accounts, shit, that's going to always supersede, people speaking against you. And like I said, Gavin Newsom, he just totally just screwed this up for himself. And like I said, if he gets recalled, his political career is pretty much over. I mean, for real. So I think Gavin Newsom, he need to fix this. People just don't want to stay home no more. He should have gave people a choice. Like I said, if you want to stay home, that's cool. If you want to stay home, that's cool. I have no problem with that. But the problem is, the gray area is, what about the people who don't want to stay home? People want to try to live their lives as normal as possible. But by you shutting things down, people just like, we good on you. So that's my take on the whole situation. Gavin Newsom, more than likely, he's gonna be recalled. I think at the end of the day, I think he has a chance for him to just assume total control, to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna open California back up. I just am. Because whatever he says pretty much goes. They could challenge him and all this, but they can't really not do what he says. Because like I said, this thing now comes to, is you looking out for people, or are you trying to dictate? And this, no matter what it is, people are not going to be happy one way or another. But I think due to the fact that you can't find no common ground and you just shut everything down, you made this problem worse. Because like I said before, people got to pay their rent, people got to pay their car notes, people got to You know what I'm saying? People got to have food on the table. And if people can't work, that's not going to stop these business owners from being evicted from, basically their stores. That's not going to stop people from being evicted from their houses, their homes, apartments, whatever the case may be. Because people are not abiding by, well, you can't charge, you can't evict people and all that stuff. They still trying to do it. They still trying to find a way to do it. So that's just the bottom line. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.